Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello. So let us discuss about the remaining processes under execution. Here is the process number 6, that is about managed communications. On the input side, we have communication management plan, which we did during the planning phase. Then we have the work performance reports, which comes as an output of execution. Then we have enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets coming as an input. The tools and techniques used for managed communications are the communication technology, the communication models, the communication methods, information management systems, and performance reporting. When we talk about communication models, it can be now uh, while planning a project, we have to decide whether we should go for a push model of communication, in the sense we will send the details to the relevant stakeholders. That is a push model. A pull model means these things will be published under a central repository with password rights and all, and people can come and see it. So a push, a pull, uh, so these are examples, some of the examples for communication models. And communications methods could be email, written communication, verbal communication, face-to-face communication over video. So those are examples for communication methods. And information management systems, any project management information system will fall under this category, like your dashboards, lessons learned, uh, any other historical data repositories, even the scheduling system, time accounting system, forecasting systems. Everything falls into this information management systems. And performance reporting is about the status reports of the project. Outputs, the project communications. Sometimes we have the project management plan updates also coming as an output. Then any project document can get updated based on the project communications, and any updation, organizational process assets updates, like the capability baselines, the vendor performance details, uh, the lessons learned from past events. So it could be anything. Let's move on. Another key thing is distribute information, is making information available to the project stakeholders in a timely manner. During planning itself, we discussed that if n is the team size, we have n into n minus 1 by 2 communication channels in the project. If you have a 10-member team, we have 10 into 9 by 2 communication channels. Or if it's a 20-member team, we have 20 into 19 by 2 communication channels. So when the team size increases, the communications channels also increases, which may result in higher risk of distortion of information. So higher the team, larger could be the error in communication. So that must be taken care of. Then for every while distributing the information, always we have a sender, we have a message, we have an encoder, we have a medium, and we have a decoder, and we have a receiver. So any of these things malfunctions, then the information will get distorted. The sender should send the right message, and it should be encoded properly. Then the recipient should decode it properly. Otherwise, the message can get distorted. So, as per PMBOK, it is the responsibility of the sender of information to ensure that the recipient got the message and understood the intended meaning of the message. So, that is very important. It is the responsibility of the sender to ensure that the recipient got the message and understood the intended meaning which the sender intended. So that is very important. So in project management, we cannot just send an email and then say that my responsibility is over. It is up to us to ensure that the recipient got the message and understood the intended meaning. Otherwise, it will impact the project negatively. Then the process number 7 is conduct procurements. So during planning, we plan procurements and we discussed about the major contracting types and the stages of procurement, everything we discussed. Now, during execution, we have to execute the plan, the procurement plan. So the inputs are the project management plan, procurements document, source selection criteria, seller proposals, project documents, it could be anything, make or buy decisions, procurement statement of work, and organizational process assets, which may include the historical and the data of procurements and vendor bid, vendor rating, all those things. Tools and techniques used for conducting procurements are the bidder conferences, the proposal evaluation techniques, independent estimates, expert judgment, advertising and analytical techniques, and procurement negotiations. Bidder conferences. So before any major bid, there will be a conference of the probable vendors where the buyer explains the problem and sometimes even the solution they're looking for. Then the proposal evaluation techniques. You will have to create a purchase committee, then an evaluation form with the different screening criterias and weighing criterias. Sometimes we go for independent estimates. We get an independent estimate from consulting organization which has the complete domain knowledge, so that we can benchmark other proposals given by other vendors against it. Expert judgment is expertise of the persons involved. Advertising, yes, for tenders and bids and all, it is mandatory that it should be advertised. And analytical techniques and procurement negotiations. The outputs are the selected sellers, the shortlisted sellers, the signed agreements with the sellers, resource calendars, change requests, project management plan updates, and project documents updates. Request seller responses. This is the workflow. We have these make or buy decisions done at the time of planning, and during execution for those items which we have to buy, we make a statement of work, and then we get into solicitation of sellers, and you get this contract signed and stuff like that. But if it is a make decision, if you are making that internally, then no solicitation required. You go and make it during the time of execution. Select sellers, receives bids and proposals, and applies the evaluation criteria. Price or cost can be the primary determinant, and it doesn't mean that we give weightage only for that. We should give weightage for the technical approach for the project, the payment terms and the commercial approach, and the management approach for services as well. And the stages of contract negotiation. At first, both the parties introduces, then a kind of probing about the problem and the solution happens, then the bargaining happens, then the closure, and the agreement is signed. This is an example of a weighting system. Now here, if you see, for experience, we give 20 points, certifications 20, level 4 engineers 15, security clearance another 10, start date 10, waste removal 5, price 20, and the total score is 100. So then we got the proposals from different vendors and tabulated, and most probably in this case, the order will go to FRJ Construction, who scores the highest, which is 82, and the second best is Allen Builders, which is with a 79. So we may shortlist these two, and most probably the order will go to FRJ Construction. So a weighing system is very important to get to choose the best seller. And whenever we do a high value purchase, it is better to form a purchase committee as well, along with the weighting system. Then manage stakeholder engagement. So during execution, during planning, we prepared a stakeholder management plan, and during execution, we have to manage the stakeholder engagement. The stakeholder management plan is coming as an input. Communications management plan is also coming as an input. Then we have a change log, and we have the organizational process assets coming as an input. Tools and techniques. We have the communication methods, interpersonal skills, and the management skills. And the outputs of managed stakeholder engagement, the issue log, change requests, project management plan updates, project documents updates, and organizational process assets updates. Next session is monitoring and controlling, which is very critical. So we will come out with a different video lesson for monitoring and controlling. Thanks for watching this video. Wish you happy learning. Thank you.